if you're 6'3" like me and 17, 18 stone, and you like to stand up for yourself, you're going to get into trouble, aren't you? But I wasn't bothered about fighting. I thought, I'll have a fight with anybody. Win, lose, or draw, I'm out there. Shirt off, done and dusted. You know, what can you get? A few cuts and bruises, maybe on toothpaste, sprained nose or something. Man got cheeky to me, he was getting it. Right on, straight on the
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't think I let myself down there, but I didn't want to get in the ring to then have a roll around. Didn't fancy it, but I was looking around for you. Even your missus was...
I worked all my life as a boxer to get to this point. I'm the #1 challenger, mandatory challenger. I'll never get this slot again. I'll fight and I'll still beat him. No matter how I feel on the night, I won't feel.
I'm a machine! Me, thanking anybody, question who I am here. If I say, come on, we're fighting, men. My son, I'll fight him now, and I'll fight anyone in the building. No!
A promotional face-off on DAZN reportedly turned chaotic when John Fury and Carl Froch became involved in a heated confrontation. According to witnesses, tensions rose rapidly during the exchange, which allegedly led to Fury headbutting Froch. The unexpected moment quickly spread across social media, leaving boxing fans stunned. It has intensified the already growing tension between the two and sparked discussions about behavior and professionalism during boxing promotional events.
That's me. I change in seconds, you know what I'm saying? I can go from being like this to being the wildest person in the world in about a second and a half.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just how I am, you know, and things do. If I'm around rowdiness and fighting.
Hearn condemned the aggressive clash between John Fury and Carl Froch, stating that behavior like that isn't needed during promotional events. At the same time, he admitted that controversial incidents can sometimes boost attention and build more hype around a fight. Although physical altercations at face-offs are generally frowned upon, drama and tension have long been part of boxing's promotional culture.
John's John, both goading each other, both very personal, both means a lot to everybody. Shouldn't have done it.
Carl Froch didn't stay quiet and openly called out John Fury for his aggressive actions during the face-off. Froch argued that Fury's behavior seemed more like an attempt to create controversy than a display of professional respect in boxing. He also mocked the headbutt incident, saying intimidation tactics like that have no real place in modern fight promotion. Froch emphasized that the attention should stay on the fight itself, not on emotional clashes or public drama.
Disgusting manner, and then he's able to just laugh it off and joke it off and say, you know what, anyone comes near me, they're going to get a headbutt. So it's kind of justified what he's done. He's been vindicated for what he's done, as in, yeah, it's okay to go around like that and behave like an imbecile, and then still laugh and joke and still threaten to headbutt me in belly. I've told you what I think about headbutting this too.
Johnny Nelson explained that John Fury is a very emotional person who can react impulsively in intense situations. According to Nelson, Fury sometimes struggles to control his reactions when the pressure rises, especially during face-offs. He stressed that it's important for Fury to stay calm as the fight build-up continues. With public attention growing, Fury needs to avoid any more controversy and keep the spotlight on boxing performance instead of emotional confrontations.
Pressure is now on John to behave himself. He's distracted a lot of attention and talk, and I'm quite sure someone will have a word with him at the authorities as well.
John Fury admitted that he cannot easily change his natural personality despite facing criticism from the public. He offered an apology for his actions, but made it clear that he isn't trying to pretend to be someone else. Fury highlighted his background and personal identity, explaining that he is simply being himself rather than acting according to the usual expectations people have for public figures.
But I can't act. I'm not an actor. You know, I'm not a gentleman or I'd be relation to gentry round here or in England, but I'm not.
Frank Warren shared that he felt uncomfortable about the face-off incident between John Fury and Carl Froch. He said behavior like that isn't necessary, especially when a high-quality fight is already set to take place. In his view, boxing promotion should highlight the sporting competition instead of physical clashes, because the fight itself is more than enough to attract excitement and public interest.
What do you like, all that stuff? Me, I don't like.
Isaac Lowe reacted to the confrontation by saying that provoking someone in front of a large crowd can quickly lead to physical aggression. He noted that John Fury is known for having a short temper, which may have played a role in the altercation. The situation highlights the risks involved in emotional face-offs during boxing promotions, where pressure and public attention can sometimes trigger unexpected reactions.
To do pushing and shoving, and we all know Big John's quick-tempered, you know what I mean? But he threw the headbutt first, so it is what it is. But I think when you're getting someone's first and you're tolerating and pushing someone...
Both fighters are now concentrating on serious preparation as the fight build-up moves forward. Training footage shows John Fury putting in hard work to demonstrate his toughness, while Carl Froch is training with strong determination to prove his statements inside the ring. The rivalry is starting to move beyond simple promotional drama and is becoming a genuine competitive challenge. Fans are watching closely to see who will step into the ring both physically and mentally stronger when the opening bell sounds. The pressure continues to rise as the focus shifts from words to preparation.
Who was it? Who was it that I did that to? Because that Cuban did it to me, didn't he, in Ireland? Yeah. With a tap pump. It was Louis Garcia.
Go on, son! Give it to him, Dad! Show it his boss! Come on! Come on!
John Fury highlighted his unusual training philosophy, saying he plans to prepare for the fight using his own traditional gypsy-style approach. He claims he doesn't rely on professional trainers, modern sports science, or standard gym systems. Instead, Fury focuses on raw toughness through outdoor work and demanding physical conditioning. Some people see this as a sign of strong confidence, while others doubt how effective it will be against a technically skilled opponent like Carl Froch. The discussion around his training methods has now become another major talking point in the growing rivalry.
Another running video this morning, but not just a running video. I'm going to be the first man to fight a 3-time Hall of Famer. We're just doing it myself. John Fury style. Running, bare knuckle, heavy bag, eating, living in the woods, chopping trees, eating the filth of the earth. I'm doing it gypsy style. And I'm going to prove to everybody out there.
Carl Froch continues to show strong confidence, saying he is ready to fight anyone over the age of 50, highlighting his competitive attitude and fighting spirit. His comments reflect the tough and aggressive personality he built during his boxing career. At the same time, these statements have sparked debate online about whether he is making a serious challenge or simply creating promotional hype. Froch's remarks about fighting in unusual locations have also added extra drama to the ongoing rivalry with John Fury. Fans are now questioning whether the interest in a fight is genuine or just another example of entertainment-driven marketing in combat sports.
Anybody over 50, I'll fight him. 'Cause I'm a fighting man. Any man born from his mother, I'll fight him. Over 50 years old, on the hard road, in the ring, in the pub, in the back of a gypsy caravan site. You're not a fighting man, because I'll have a fight with you. I'll fight you for a £5. I'll beat you for a £10. I'll do you both for 15. Woo, I've got to take a breather, listen.
The discussion between John Fury and Carl Froch has also moved toward the financial side of a possible fight. Reports indicate that Fury said he would be open to facing Froch if the payment terms were acceptable, even mentioning that the bout could involve a charity element. Froch also seemed willing to arrange the fight if the logistics and financial details could be properly agreed upon. This suggests the rivalry may not be entirely personal, but is also shaped by business negotiations, which is common in modern boxing, where promotional value and revenue sharing often play a major role.
Doing that and goading Carl Froch, and I know John Fury doesn't like Carl Froch. Carl Froch mentions him, although I haven't really watched much of Carl Froch's videos lately. But Carl Froch, I know, has mentioned John Fury in the past. He's had a go with John Fury. They actually talked about having an actual, was it an exhibition or a boxing type match? And John Fury, any man, any time, was saying words to the effect of, "Oh, I'll fight you, Carl Froch, but the money has to be right." And Carl Froch basically said, "All right, well, if we arrange..."
Gareth A. Davies explained that much of the emotional intensity in this rivalry comes from John Fury's personality, particularly when he feels the need to defend his sons during fight build-ups. According to Davies, Fury's reactions are often driven more by passion than by calculated promotion. He also mentioned that he spoke directly with Fury, who said he dislikes being called out and is ready to fight any man who challenges him. This shows Fury's aggressive mindset and readiness to confront opponents. The situation also highlights how personal pride and loyalty to family shape Fury's public image, making the rivalry with Carl Froch feel more emotionally charged than a typical boxing dispute.
What John does, he's very, very, very passionate around his sons when they're fighting, and it gets something out of him. I spoke to him, right, literally face to face, and I said, well, what is upset? He said, I don't want people calling me out because I'll take any man on.
Yeah.
You know the comments.
Yeah.
God.
Eddie Hearn said he would never underestimate Carl Froch in a street or cobblestone-style fight, recognizing Froch's toughness and long fighting background. At the same time, Hearn pointed out that John Fury is a very large man and could potentially rely on rough or unconventional tactics if a real confrontation happened. He jokingly added that if the two men ever got close during an altercation, Froch would probably react aggressively as well. The comment reflects the entertainment side of their rivalry rather than a serious sporting matchup. Hearn's remarks also add to the narrative that the situation is driven more by hype and promotional drama than by a formally organized professional boxing contest.
I would never back against Carl Froch on the cobbles. Ever. But John Fury's a big old lump. There'll be some illegal moves in there. Do you know what I mean? But if they ever get close, Carl will be swinging. Do you know what I mean?
Carl Froch declared that he feels determined to silence John Fury and bring an end to the ongoing verbal conflict between them. His statement shows an aggressive and competitive mindset, as he labeled Fury a bully and criticized his behavior during promotional appearances. Froch said that once the opening bell rings, he plans to take control and pressure Fury with his well-known attacking boxing style. He also believes Fury's public actions have harmed the professional image of the sport. The remarks suggest genuine frustration rather than simple promotional rivalry. The story surrounding their confrontation has now become a mix of professional challenge, personal tension, and entertainment marketing, leaving fans curious about whether the feud will actually turn into a real fight inside the ring.
I might be the chosen one. I feel like it might be my job to finally shut this big gobshite up. All he does is run around, running his mouth, beating his chest, the ultimate man and all that bollocks. So John, for one final time, listen to me so it goes into that thick skull. I accept your challenge, but know one thing. When that first bell goes, I'm going to come over to your corner and absolutely stick it on you, Cobra style, and set about you and make a mess of you. You know why? Because you're a bully and you need putting in your place. You're a bully and you're making a mockery of the...
Johnny Nelson explained that fans are drawn to this rivalry because both men have unpredictable and intense personalities. He believes the confrontation between Carl Froch and John Fury has successfully captured public attention and sparked widespread discussion. Nelson noted that although the behavior during the face-off seemed controversial, it also helped create excitement around the promotion of the fight. According to him, Fury's actions during the event gave people plenty to talk about and kept the matchup in the spotlight. Nelson also suggested that if the fight does take place, Froch could come forward aggressively and try to pressure Fury in the ring. Overall, he sees the rivalry as a classic example of boxing promotion, where controversy and strong personalities help build anticipation among fans.
Froch on fighting because I'm quite sure Carl's going to rip the life out of John after today. I think John did a job. John did a job and got the excitement going, got people talking. That's exactly what he did.
The rivalry between John Fury and Carl Froch has grown into one of the most talked about promotional stories in boxing. What began as a tense face-to-face exchange has developed into a combination of personal tension, promotional hype, and competitive pride. Froch's bold confidence contrasts with Fury's emotional and outspoken personality, making the situation unpredictable if it ever leads to a real fight. Many fans believe the drama itself is helping build interest in the possible matchup, even though the fight is still uncertain. From a sporting perspective, the big question is whether this confrontation represents genuine competitive ambition or simply promotional entertainment designed to keep audiences engaged at SO. What do you think? Are you backing Carl Froch in this rivalry? Or could John Fury's toughness surprise everyone? Share your opinion in the comments and join the debate.